We're talking about the past tense in Assassin's Creed 3. Why don't we talk about the present, like how the world is supposedly ending?
Oh, well, I don't like the whole. I'm not a religious nut. I don't like the whole conspiracy theory with 2012 and the world ending. And I'm not. I'm like, well, I'm not a big religious dude. But yeah, crap, I lost my train of thought. But, yeah, you know me. I'm not a big religious dude. I don't like the whole 2012. I don't like the conspiracy theory itself. I think it's stupid as shit. Um, I think at first it was okay, but did you know? I don't know if you played it, but do you at least know the big plot twist and the Revelations DLC? It turns out Lucy became a Templar. That was the big plot twist, which is why she got stabbed in Brotherhood. So it's like, okay, so she got stabbed in Brotherhood because it turns out that she was a Templar, none of them knew it, so they killed her off. But it's kind of like there seems to be so much control from the past society that existed. They seem to influence the present so much, yet they're dead. So it's kind of like, how are they doing this? I know they're all futuristic and stuff. It's just that none of it makes sense. And as you know, I finally got the Subject 16 puzzles done in Assassin's Creed 2 the other day. And I had seen it before, but I rewatched the Adam and Eve video, and it's kind of like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah. Well,
This just kind of isn't making sense to me. I just don't like the direction it's going. It's getting to religion and future and magic. Not even science. It's not even science. It's like just like magic and just bullshit.
yeah. For me, it's I'm kind of the same way with you. Like with the world ending, kind of cliche because of what the what's it called?
The 2012 thing.
No, oh crap.
2K.
No. The opening of, I guess it's the right word, the opening of Modern Warfare 3, how it's World War 3 and the world is supposedly ends at World War 3 and the world is supposed to end in Assassin's Creed 3, so kind of cliche with that.
Yeah, well, the whole world ending thing that's like like a shitload of it. If it's an well-established series, they usually have some sort of world chaos or anything. I mean, at first it was cool how they're doing the 2012 thing because no other game has brought up like 2012 itself.
Yeah.
It was more like the Templars are planning something on 2012, and the whole the other crap, like the world being destroyed from like the inside out or a black hole or whatever, was just like kind of planted to like kind of distract people from the Templars, true intentions. That would have been fine, but they're bringing out these like aliens and these gods, and it's kind of like and even though it hasn't been announced that we're not doing it's not going to be a modern day Assassin's Creed 3, that's not going to be the whole game modern day. Desmond's probably going to have more playtime than any other game because they have to because this is supposed to complete a story, or at least this 2012 gimmick.
Yeah, especially that he actually met Ezio in Assassin's Creed Revelations.
Yeah, he taught Ezio. That's why I love Ezio. He has no idea who the hell he's talking to. He has no idea what the fuck's going on, but it's like, okay, I just gotta talk to this guy. I don't know how he's doing it, but in fact, he even kind of hits it on the spot. He figures out, well, we're obviously, thousands of years or hundreds of years apart, and when we live, whatever it is that allows us to talk to each other, whatever. But here I am talking to you, and I'm like, only a boss like Ezio can figure that out.
Yeah, because when I was playing it and Ezio was just right there, and then he said, "Desmond, where are you?" I was so shocked. I was like, "What?"
It's just like, I think, and in the game, it's like, what was it, like 10 years since he was talking to the god girl, whatever her name was.
Yeah.
It was like, what, 10 years ago or 20 years ago, because since the last time he talked to her, and yet he still remembers who Desmond is. I'm like, shit. That's crazy.
Total mind blow.
My God. You can dual wield weapons.
That's pretty nice.
in the trailer, he has like a handgun and his tomahawk. But you know how when he takes, I love this scene. This is my favorite part of the trailer where it's like the second to last guy he's killing, and he takes him, he sticks his head into the old guy's bayonet, and then I don't think it's the British guy's gun. I think it's his own handgun, and he shoots him.
Yeah.
He shoots him in the face. And I'm pretty sure it's his handgun. I don't know. They really can't tell, but that's probably one of the counters. We already know that for sure. But yeah, whether you can like customize what guns, like if you want like your tomahawk and a knife, or your tomahawk and a handgun.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised that if you can customize your own gun or like your own gunpowder bullets, because with the revelations and the customizing your bombs,
Yeah.
like, I think you can just customize whatever you want now.
Well, I would think more along the lines of like, what do you have in your left hand and what do you have in your right hand? I think it's too early at this point in history, it's too early to have this any customizable bullets. I think they're pretty much like lead ball bullets.
Yeah.
Silver bullet, lead ball bullets, whatever. And that'll be it. I doubt, unless they pull another revolutionary thing where he pulls an Ezio where he gets some sort of bullet thing that's years ahead of the current time. Where Ezio has like a little bullet in his wrist. He has a gun in his wrist, which we don't even have today,
Yeah. So, I think we covered everything for our first impression.
I think so too. We got the time period defined. Oh, well, I'm being a bit of a dick here, but I kind of want to make sure we get everything in. The only major thing we haven't gotten, we got weather, we got combat. There's nothing else more. I think what's going to happen with the combat is that I heard that what they wanted to do is keep it fast moving.
Well, let's be honest. The combat's probably just going to be the same.
Well, no, I think they're gonna. The thing is that actually, I'll give my thoughts on what the final product will be later. But what I heard is that they wanted to keep the player fast moving, and you can tell by the dual wield weapons where he can do the. I'm reading this off the wiki that he double counters, multiple takedowns, and chain kill. So it's like stab a guy, shoot him. Another guy, throw a guy or whatever, all this other crap. Or like, counter a guy with the bayonet,
Yeah.
Bayonet goes in his throat, a guy coming at you, smack him in the head with a tomahawk, and you shoot another guy with the gun. And so supposedly they want you to keep moving. They probably get inspiration from that, from killing a guy while you're running. They're like, yeah, let's just keep going with that and see how it works.
Yeah.
I think this guy's supposed to be more aggressive in combat. More aggressive than Ezio and Altair were, because they're changing this guy up. The Assassin's Creed 3 is changing the series' core gameplay. Or not the core gameplay, just it's changing. The series is changing.
Yeah.
That's how you know, because it's a 3-year cycle. Not even Assassin's Creed 2, I think, was a 2-year cycle. And then the first one was a 4-year, but they had like a small team, so that's understandable. Second one was 2-year with like 200 people. And regardless of how many people they have, this is a 3-year cycle. You don't see many games with 3-year cycles. And apparently they have, they're actually gonna finish the alpha version, like pretty much a version that could be released to the public is going to be finished soon. And then they're gonna like keep working on that. So it's gonna be like Assassin's Creed 3.5.
Yeah, probably.
And, these guys this isn't Activision, this is Ubisoft, they're not bullshitters, when they say that they think they can make this a 3.5, they're making this a 3.5. It's like, they finish the game, and then all of the, patches you will get for like, I don't know, let's say the first quarter, or first 2 quarters of a game's release, all glitch here, this isn't working, this needs to be fixed. They'll probably fix that, so, this game will be even more polished than before. And I have complete trust that they'll get this right.
So what do you think about the multiplayer? I hear they're bringing that back.
Even though they're probably going to, I don't want them to put achievements on the multiplayer, because I hate doing that shit.
Yeah.
I hate multiplayer achievements. I don't know why. I used to like it, but now it's just that Yeah, because then it forces me to play the multiplayer, and some of them are like, get to level 50, and it's like, god damn, man, I don't play multiplayer that much.
That's pretty much the only reason why I hate multiplayer.
Yeah, it's like, I got Xbox Live Gold, but that's mostly to get the gold exclusive demos and to talk to friends. I mean, I'll play when I'm in that first-person shooter mode, I'll play Call of Duty, online all day, every day, when I'm in that mood, but...
Yeah.
My goal, I like talking to my friends on Xbox Live Party, that's one of the big things I like about it. And I like to be able to, play online when I want to. So, yeah, that's one reason why I have gold, but back on topic, just don't do it because the hardest multiplayer stuff is such a pain in the ass to get, and I'm becoming completionist for no apparent reason. So I know that I'm gonna want to get all the achievements and, I just don't want to have to go work for level 50 because I'm not a god at multiplayer. I can't just pick up a multiplayer game and just start raping.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that, man. That there's going to be 2 cities, or at least 2 main cities, and it's going to be Boston and New York, which I had a feeling it would be, from the very beginning. And I think the Mohawk Valley or one of the Outlands, because there's going to be like a forest area that's going to be like 1.3 times bigger than Rome from Brotherhood. So this game's going to be fucking huge as far as map size goes.
Yeah, well, considering that it's the American Revolution, it has to have Boston in it.
Yeah, it's going to have Boston in it. I'm trying to check the dates. I'm not sure, but I wonder if they'll have the Boston Tea Party.
That's what I was thinking.
I was thinking that'd be pretty cool, but I don't know, maybe it would have already happened. Because, if it's the day, the American Revolution, started, the Boston Tea Party may have already happened. I'm not sure, but that would be pretty cool.
Like, you can just, destroy the tea boxes.
that would be pretty cool, though. Maybe play as someone else just because.
Yeah.
Because, this guy, the Mohawk Valley is in New York, so it's in the New York area. Even though, New York and Massachusetts isn't really that far, right next to each other, but regardless, yeah, so it's pretty much Boston, New York, which we know are probably going to be fucking huge. And then there's going to be a forest area, like I said before, 1.3 times or 1.5 times bigger than Rome was. And the loading times going in between cities are probably going to be a bitch. Or not a bitch, but it's going to take a while.
Yeah.
Because this isn't Skyrim where they have the giant fucking map off of one load time, They're gonna load, because it's probably gonna be some of the best graphics we see this year. And, so, it's gonna be that giant map plus really good graphics, plus, hopefully no glitches and clipping and bullshit.
Well, alright, dude. Do your outro. I'm tired as hell.
I'm not tired, but I don't know. I'm probably gonna play some game later, but. So yeah, it's a bit of a bold statement, but I'm sure of myself that Assassin's Creed 3, I can almost guarantee this, even off just because I know they can get this right, that there's a good chance it can be as good as Assassin's Creed 2. There's going to be innovation in it. They're changing things up. The story's probably going to be kick-ass. The finally ending Desmos thing is probably going to... It's making me happy, the 2012 storyline ending. It's just the fact that they're putting closure on it is going to make a lot of other people happy.
The time is now near at hand which must determine whether Americans are to be free men or slaves. Our cruel and unrelenting enemy leaves us only the choice of brave resistance or the most abject submission. We have, therefore, to resolve to conquer or die.